Assalamu alaikum, dear students. As you know, we have completed the fourth chapter that was dealing on the regional kingdoms. Now we have to talk about the fifth chapter, and we will also discuss on this chapter. Our new lecture will be on the great Mughals. As I have written also here in my presentation that it is class 7th, it is subject history, and our topic is the great Mughals. In the previous chapter, for your motivation, we discussed about Kashmir, about Gujarat, about Bengal, about Khandesh, Vijayanagar, and then Bahmani kingdom. And all these kingdoms were local in nature, regional in nature. That is why they are called as regional kingdoms. But now, as we have a name, that is the Great Mughals, that means their empire was vast. It was not regional in nature. In our today's topic, we will also discuss about the Great Mughals. Now, what does the word Mughal mean? Where from it has come, and why it is called as a great? How much time they have ruled on India? In our introduction, as I have written here, introduction, Mughals were great emperors. Basically, the word Mughal has come from the Mongol. These were the great rulers, and these people have come from the Central Asia, and they have ruled more than 200 years on India. And the first 6 Mughal empires are called as the Great Mughals. Now, our India or the Indian history have a legacy of Mughals. हमारे यहाँ हमारी तारीख को मुग़लों की कुछ देन है. जैसे कि हम आज भी देखते हैं हमारे यहाँ कश्मीर में, ज़्यादा दूर हम इंडिया की बात नहीं करेंगे, तो यहाँ पर हम खुद भी आज देखते हैं हमारे यहाँ बहुत मुग़ल गार्डन्स हैं. उनका आर्किटेक्चर हम देखते हैं, उनकी डिज़ाइनिंग हम देखते हैं. तो उसके अलावा जो 7 अजूबों में माना जाता है दैट इज़ ताजमहल, वो ताजमहल है. ये सब किन का किया हुआ है? ये सब मुग़ल्स का किया हुआ है. और इतना ही नहीं, ये जो लोग थे ये शायर खुद भी थे, राइटर्स भी थे, अच्छे खासे लैंग्वेजेस भी जानने वाले थे. तो जैसे कहा जाता है हमारे यहाँ आजकल कि ये इन्होंने ऐसा किया, जुल्म किया, ज़्यादती की, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. बल्कि जो इनके यहाँ हम पढ़ेंगे अब, दैट इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग फॉर वी पीपल living in India, because they have also ruled this vast area of Kashmir, Gilgit, Baltistan, as well as the parts of India. In this chapter, we have to talk about the Mughal Empire, in which different kings, or we will call them Badshahs, kings have come and they have gone, but they have ruled on India for more than 200 years. And now, in which the first name is Babar, then Humayun, then other people Akbar, Shah Jahan, Jahangir. And in this unit, we will talk about all of these rulers. Now, the man who has laid the foundation stone of Mughal Empire or Mughal dynasty here in India, he was Babar. And the name of Babar was Ziauddin Babar. He has ruled here from 1526 to 1530. 1526 से लेकर 1530 तक. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया भी, his name was basically Ziauddin Babar and he is called as Babar. He was born in a small place in Central Asia. The name of the place in which he got birth, that is Farghana. And by fortune and good luck, he became the ruler of Fargana at the age of 11. ये आप देखिए ये कितनी खुशकिस्मती थी इसकी कि ये खाली 11 साल की उम्र में क्या बन गया, बादशाह बन गया. तो at that time when he became the ruler of Fargana, Ludis, as you know, we have talked about them in chapter 3, in which we talked about the different dynasties who have ruled India from time to time, and one among them was Ludi dynasty, and Ibrahim Lodi was the man who was ruling on India from 1517 to 1526. This man Babar, when he became ruler, Delhi Sultan or Ibrahim Lodi was very weak in position. And being weak in position, Babar was also very much attracted by the wealth of India. As I have written here also, Babar was attracted by the wealth of India. In this way, he went on an expedition on India. तो उसने क्या किया, उसने सोचा कि मैं यहाँ पर एक हमला करूँ, कहाँ पर, इंडिया में एक्सपीडिशन करूँ. तो क्योंकि यहाँ पर बहुत सारी दौलत थी, तो ये इसके लिए इंडिया जो है माना जाता था रॉ मटेरियल के लिए. जो ब्रिटिश भी बाद में आ गए वो भी इसीलिए आए, रॉ मटेरियल के लिए यहाँ पर आए. And he came and he defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat, in 1526. Now, as he came here and he defeated the Ibrahim Lodi, he established the Mughal Empire here. That is why also I have also written here, this battle also gave birth to Mughal Empire. This battle also gave birth to the Mughal Empire in India. And in this way, this man Babar got the victory, and he got in his first battle Delhi and Agra. When he defeated Ibrahim Lodi, this caused the defeat of Lodi. This victory got him Delhi and Agra. Now, in his regime, in his kingdom, what he did next, he also defeated the Hindu as well as the Afghan chiefs or kings at Gagra and in Mewar at Khana, जैसे कि हमने regional kingdoms में के बारे में पढ़ा भी. And in this short span of time, he went from ruling Indus to Bihar and from Himalaya to Gwalior. As I have also written here. But what were the main reasons? What were those reasons that Ibrahim Lodi was defeated by the Zaharuddin Babar? As the historians have discussed in their books, and it is also written in our book here, that the cavalry and artillery of Babar was very efficient. No doubt Ibrahim Lodi have a large army than Babar. क्यों उससे मैं ऐसे कहूँगा कि जो इब्राहिम लोदी की फौज थी वो ज़्यादा थी, बहुत ज़्यादा थी बाबर से, पर जो इसके पास हथियार थे लोदी के पास वो उस किस्म के नहीं थे, उतने ताकतवर नहीं थे जितने किसके पास है, बाबर के पास थे. तो these became the reasons that this Zaharuddin Babar defeated Ibrahim Lodi. तो इब्राहिम जिस बाबर के बारे में अब हम इसकी ऑटोबायोग्राफी के बारे में थोड़ी सी बताएंगे. That Babar was a great poet and a writer. He was also a nature lover. उसने अपनी जो ऑटोबायोग्राफी है उसका नाम है बाबरनामा, in which he has discussed also the places he had visited in his life. Not only this, he has discussed the features, physical features, climate, flora and fauna of those places also. And this man died at a very young age, that is not more than 45 years. In this way, the regime or the kingdom or the Babar's life came to an end, and a new man came on the king's chair, who is no more else but his eldest son of. Now when Babar died, who has taken the responsibility, who became the next Badshah or the king of Mughal dynasty, was his eldest son, that is Humayun. And Humayun has ruled from 1530 to 1540. 1530 से लेकर 1540 तक हो गए 10 साल। तो उसके बाद ये 15 साल गायब रहा। तो इसने फिर 1555 से लेकर 1556, 1555 to 1556, as it is also written on our book. Why he was elected the king? Because he was the eldest son of Babar. He was given responsibility of the empire. He became the next king of Mughal dynasty. But this man Humayun had to face various hardships. He faced many problems also. He faced many hardships. One among them was that the empire was not stable administratively. He could not give a proper administrative system. And the second trouble was his brothers, who were appointed as the heads of far more smaller area. इसके जो बाकी भाई थे, बाबर के जो लड़के थे, ये सबसे बड़ा था, तो जो उसके बाकी लड़के थे उनको भी स्मॉलर एरिया उन दिनों दिए गए थे। अगरचे बादशाह यही था, पर वो भी कभी कभार इसके यहाँ एक परेशानी हुआ करती थी हुमायूं के यहाँ, क्योंकि वो भी कभी कभार कोई हमला, कभी बगावत का खदशा रहता था। तो इस करके इसे बहुत परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़ा। और तीसरी बात यह है दैट हुमायूं state was encircled with threats of attacks from enemies from all sides, as I have also written here. State was encircled by enemies from all the sides, including the Rajputs, the ruler of Gujarat, Bahadur Shah, and Sher Shah, the Afghani king. These people were always posing a threat to him. As I told you that the state was encircled with threats of attacks from enemies from all sides, and one among them was Sher Shah, Afghani king Sher Shah. And it was the aim of Sher Shah that he wanted to extend his empire from the eastern parts of India to the northern parts of India. In this way, both the people, Humayun as well as Sher Shah, fought for the first time. उन्होंने पहली बार जब लड़ा तो वो कौन सा दौर था? वो 1532 था. And in this battle, Humayun won and Sher Shah lost the game. As well as in 1534, he also defeated Bahadur Shah. Humayun defeated Bahadur Shah. Once again, I will repeat you, in 1532, Humayun fought with Sher Shah and it was won by Humayun. But in 1534, he also defeated Bahadur Shah. तो 1532 में, in 1532, he fought. Humayun fought against the Bahadur Shah, against Sher Shah, and he won the battle. Then in 1534, he fought against Bahadur Shah. He also won this game. But Sher Shah was not a man that who will lead back after his loss in the battlefield. What he did, he again gathered his forces and power. जो शेर शाह था उसने हिम्मत नहीं हारी। जंग हारने के बाद उसने ये नहीं सोचा चलो ये अब हुमायूं को हवाले कर देते हैं। उसने अपने फोर्सेस को जमा किया, अपने सिपाहियों को फिर से जमा किया, तो फिर से वो अटैक पर आ गए। किसको? हुमायूं को, और ही डिफीटेड हुमायूं एट चोजा इन 1539 एंड 1540, राइट। अब किसने जंग जीता? शेर शाह ने, जो अब अगले 15 साल थे। इसीलिए हमने ऊपर लिखा है, पहले मैंने अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन में 1530 to 1540, दैट मीन्स 10 years ही रूल्ड वेरी वेल। तो इसमें आखिरकार इसने एक जंग लड़ा, 2 जंगें हुई। तो कहाँ किसके साथ? शेर शाह। एक पहले हुए थे 1532 में, वो इसने जीत लिए थे। फिर इसकी जंग फिर से हो गई शेर शाह से, वो 1539 और 1540 में हो गई। तो जब ये 2 जंगें हो गई तो ये इसने हार ली। अब जबकि ये हार ली, तो जो अगले 15 साल थे हुमायूं के, व्हाट ही डिड, ही वाज इन द सर्च ऑफ शेल्टर। ये किसी भी जगह अपने आप को रहने के लिए गुजारा कर रहा था। बट ही आल्सो डिड वन थिंग एल्स, ही प्रिपेयर्ड टू रिगेन हिज पावर। इसने भी हिम्मत नहीं हारी। तो इसने क्या सोचा कि फिर से अपने एम्पायर को बहाल किया जाए, और इसने अपनी ही मेड काबुल हिज बेस। तो इसने ये सब कहाँ पर शुरू किया? काबुल में शुरू किया। एंड इन 1555 ही रिगेनेड हिज पावर। तो उसने फिर से अपने पावर को क्या किया? हासिल किया। कहाँ पर? दिल्ली में हासिल किया, क्योंकि जो शेर शाह था, ही हैड डाइड एंड इट वाज इजी टू डिफीट द वीक एम्पायर ऑफ शेर शाह। तो जब शेर शाह मर गया था, जो उसने अपने पीछे बादशाह रखा था, वो कमज़ोर था। तो कमज़ोर होने के वास्ते जो हुमायूं था, इसने उस वक्त का फ़ायदा उठाकर उसको हरा दिया। तो दिल्ली का जो अम्पायर है, मुग़ल अम्पायर, फिर से बहाल हो गया। 1555 से लेकर 1556 तक हुमायूं की फिर से हुकूमत रही। बट दिस मैन हैज़ डाइड इन 1556 एज ही स्लिप्ड फ्राम द सीटियर्स। उसको अपनी सीढ़ियों से क्या हो गई? स्लिप सी हो गई। तो उसी के साथ जब वो गिरा, तो उसी के साथ वो इस दुनिया से चला भी गया। एंड दिस हैपेंड इन हिज लाइब्रेरी इन पुरना किला। ये उसकी लाइब्रेरी में ऐसा वाक़ा हो गया। दिस आल्सो शोज दैट दीज पीपल हैव a good attitude towards the knowledge, towards information. That is why these people at that time have libraries. As we also talked about the Babar, that he was a good writer, poet, nature lover. He knew Turkish and Persian. As I told you, the same is the case with this Humayun. But unfortunately his regime came to an end when he slipped from the Sitiores. This was about the Humayun and Babar, and also about the great Mughals. This will carry on in our few lectures. We will talk about the Mughal Empire, about the great Mughals, what they did, how was their culture, architecture. That we will also talk in next few lectures. Thank you for today, but I hope also that you will also go through the book.